So children, we have seen that many creatures have come across in the forest to the clockwork mouse. First the fox, and then the wood mice, owlets, then the squirrel, badger, weasel, woodpecker, etc., etc. And finally a magpie. Magpie is a kind of bird, uh, nosiest of birds, carried it up to its nest of sticks at the top of an ash tree. Ash is a kind of tree in the jungle. Now this bird, magpie, was the last creature which had picked it up from the forest floor and took it to its nest on the ash tree. The magpie, who liked bright things, had been attracted by the gleam in the beady black eyes of the toy, and the clockwork mouse spent the rest of that year in the magpie's nest along with 3 bottle tops, some pieces of colored glass, and a Coca-Cola can. So magpies are attracted to shiny things. So the clockwork mouse's eyes were shiny, black and shiny. So it attracted the magpie and it took it to its nest, where the clockwork mouse had spent the rest of the year along with the colored glass pieces and Coca-Cola can and the bottle tops. That were the shiny bottle tops. So the magpie, which is attracted to the shiny things, had taken the clockwork mouse by being attracted to its shiny beady eyes and to its nest, and it spent the year over there in the magpie's nest. During the last part of the winter there were some severe gales, and in one of them the ash tree blew down. Gales is a very strong storm. So the last part of the winter there were storms in the forest, and one of the storm, the ash tree had fallen down. For many more months, the clockwork mouse lay patiently among the tangle of fallen branches until one day men came with saws to cut up the tree. So the ash tree had fallen down, and for many months it had fallen down, and the clockwork mouse, which was in the nest, in the magpie's nest in the tree, had also fallen down with the tree, and it had remained like that for many months in the messed up branches and leaves, until one day the woodcutters had come with the saw to cut up the branches and the logs from the ash tree, fallen ash tree. "Look," said one to another as they worked amid lop and top, "here is a big bird's nest, still in one piece. All sorts of rubbish in it too. And what is this? A mouse?" So the one woodcutter had exclaimed to his companion that, "See, amongst this fallen tree and broken branches, I can see a bird's nest which is absolutely fine. There is no harm done to it while it had fallen down, and along with the nest, intact nest, the things inside the nests are also there, all kinds of rubbish. But wait, look at this, a mouse is also there in the bird's nest." "A live man, do you mean?" said the other man. So his companion is asking, is it a living mouse? "I thought it was for a minute," said the woodcutter. "Ever so lifelike it is. But no, it is a clockwork mouse. See, here is the keyhole. How in the world did it ever get here? And he stuffed it in his pocket. So the woodcutter replied that for a moment I thought that it was a living mouse, but no, it is rather a clockwork mouse. See, there is a hole for the key in the side, but I wonder how could it come to the magpie's or whatever bird's nest. A toy is a human assortment, so how come a bird's nest has the toy, and that too a clockwork mouse? But saying this, he absent-mindedly kept put the clockwork mouse inside his pocket. I have ordered a load of logs, said Jimmy's father next day as he left for work. They should be delivered this morning. Some chaps have been cutting up a tree that was blown down in the wood next to the field where the rubbish dump used to be before they filled it in. So now we come to the house of Jimmy once again, where his father is informing to them that he had ordered a truckload of logs, wood, and before going to his work he informed them that the truck full of logs is coming by the house in this morning. It should be delivered this morning, and the logs were cut off from a tree that had fallen down during the storm in the forest beside the dumping ground, which used to be dumping ground, which is now filled up. Okay. I've got to go out, Jimmy's mother said. But who will take the delivery? Jimmy's mother said, I also have some work outside. I'll be here, said Jimmy. I'm not going to school today. I'm revising. I'll see to the logs. So Jimmy said, don't worry, I'll be at home. I'll take the delivery of the logs because I'm not going to the school. I'm revising my lessons. Later, when the woodcutter had unloaded the logs, Jimmy held out the money his father had left with him. So, after the woodcutters, later in the day, when the woodcutters have brought the truck full of logs to Jimmy's house, Jimmy had handed over the money to them as his father had asked him to do. Half a tick, said the woodcutter. There'll be a bit of change, and he put his hand in his pocket and brought out some coins, and with them something else. So the woodcutter, after getting the price for the log, said to Jimmy, wait a minute, you will get back some change. And while he put his hand into his pocket to bring out the change to return, he brought out something else also. Now we'll see what something else he had brought out from his pocket. Students, there are some extra word meanings that I have written on the board. You will copy them down in your copy before you solve the question answers.